Good morning, folks, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, whatever the case may be. This is Mara Nightingale, and this is Crafts with Nightingale. Today is, let me see, today is Thursday, December 19th, and it is, for me, about 10 to 5 in the morning. Oh, sorry about the arm on the screen there, just moving my cup. Let's see here. So today's horoscope, my trusty, handy dandy trusty little notebook. It's my birthday and horoscope book. So today, the 19th, you are ambitious. Sorry about that. You are ambitious, capable, thrifty, and make the most of what you have. You will be successful. You are artistic, always appear to good advantage, and endeavor to make your home more attractive. You are kind, loving, genial, and have hosts of friends. Ooh, nice. So if today is your birthday, happy birthday. If not, well, maybe you know somebody whose birthday it is today, and you can wish them a happy birthday. So I've also started showing the progress of my cross stitch in the beginnings of all my WIP and chats. Because I'm really excited about doing cross stitch. There are times when that's all I want to do is cross stitch rather than it's a nice break from constantly diamond painting. Don't get me wrong, I still love to diamond paint. But yes, cross stitch. I know I'm gonna be working even more so, on my cross stitch once I have a hoop. Today I am going shopping, so I'm going to be hitting the dollar store, and I have to contact Pure later and find out what's going on. I have 2 packages from Temu still, and still no change in the info, and so I'm gonna try calling them and seeing what's going on. So anyways, so yes, so I've been working on this number 8 here and here, and I got some more of the trunk of the tree done. So I've got all of this down here done. So yeah, between 80 and 90. See, it's got the numbers here, 80 and 90. So everything below between 80 and 90 is done. Yeah. Yep, definitely between 80 and 90, because there's a yellow right here. And yellow is 6, which is the DMC 603. Yeah. So I think I should once I'm done with 8, yeah, I'm gonna tackle some of this 6, because there's 6 here and here, and then some over here, and then actually I think I'm gonna do this first, but I'm gonna get a needle threader. And hey, if I find some good needles like these ones, maybe I'll pick those up as well. I do have enough money set aside for my big box, which, as far as I know, is still going to be tomorrow. Let's see here. Canada Post. Let's see if I can check it this way without using the app. Oh, goodness. goodness, no, I can't remember, and I don't want to install the app on this phone. So anyways, not a big deal. I'll check it later. But yeah, expected delivery date is tomorrow. And customs is, yeah, they're taking a bite out of my funds. But, yeah. Well, I'm not ordering anything that this time around. I'm trying to get caught up on everything else that's going on, and then with Christmas, and I'm just eagerly waiting, patiently waiting for packages to arrive. I'm gonna be too focused on that. And well, okay, so as you can see, this is my cosmic consciousness, and yeah, I'm almost done this section. I've been working away at it a little bit here, a little bit there, while watching videos of my favorite channels, of which I do have a few. Some of them are diamond painting channels. Yay. So yeah, I just finished watching Katya from Carpe Diem Diamond Painting, and she's hovering right at the 500 mark. She had 500 and now she's at 499 again. So if you're subscribed to her channel, double check to make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube likes to unsubscribe people. If you haven't checked out her channel, you should, because I really like her channel. I like watching her. She's always working on something really big. Well, not always, but the majority of the time she's working on a big project, but she does have little projects that she does, and she shares all these other types of projects that she does that are not diamond paintings. But yeah, she does different types of crafts as well. I can't remember what some of the projects are, and she likes to talk about this. I think it's a Japanese show. Yeah, yeah, she's got a crush on the two main characters. Yeah, but yes, I really enjoy watching her channel. So yeah, definitely check her out. I know I've been recently talking a lot about other YouTube channels that are not diamond painting related, because, well, I like to talk about the channels that I watch that I enjoy, and explaining as to why I enjoy the channels. I don't share links to channels because, one, I don't know how to yet, and two, some of the channels are going through legal issues right now, and I don't want to put a spotlight on my channel and have someone threatening to do the same thing to me as what they're doing to some of these other channels. Yeah, there are some really bad people out there that are harassing some channel content creators, and yeah, so once all of the legal mumbo jumbo is over and done with for those particular channels, then yeah, I will share links to those channels. Hopefully by then I'll know how to do that. If it turns out that the only way to do that is on my laptop, then yeah, I'll look into it at some point. Yesterday I was watching Jill's live stream. Jill from Diamond Painting with the Edwards family. Yes, I talk about her channel a lot too. We got to talking after her live stream, because I've been talking about doing starting my own doing a live stream. When my very first live stream will be when my my big box arrives. I will be doing an unboxing, and it's going to be a relatively quick unboxing, because there's one diamond painting in particular in the box that I'm going to kit up and do right away. I'm looking forward to finally being able to get this diamond painting so that I can get it done for my friend in Colorado. I don't know if I'll ever say her name on here, most likely not, for privacy purposes, because yeah, there are some pretty bad people out there that are causing problems, like I said, for other YouTube content creators, other YouTube channels, and I'd like to minimize that as much as possible for the people that are important in my life, like my friend in Colorado. So that's why I don't actually use my real name on here. What I use a nickname. It's also the same on Facebook. It is a nickname, but I do have family members as friends on Facebook. And my name Mara is actually a nickname that my family members call me. So there. Yeah. So anyways, looks like I've just got 2 colors left, and then I'm done this section, and then I'll get started on the next section. And then after that, I've just got 2 rows left, and then I will be completed my cosmic consciousness. Yay! But yeah, I'm still I still have my Elizabeth Ward set aside for that diamond painting that I'll be doing a live stream of. And yes, before I sidetracked myself, I was talking with Jill about my live stream, and she and I, we were playing around with StreamYard a little bit, trying to figure out how it works and whatnot. And so I'll be able to start my live stream through YouTube tomorrow, hopefully. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. There, knock on wood. And then I'll also be live streaming over the weekend, and she's going to be like a guest host, co-host, through StreamYard. I don't know about other people, but I know for me, I have a heck of a time hearing her for some strange reason. When she's doing her live stream, I have the volume cranked on my phone, and like even if I have it going through a speaker, I have the speaker cranked as well. She's going live today, and during her live stream today, I'm actually going to try using something different. It's a type of earphones, but it's a headband that I got from Amazon, not Amazon, Temu. It's called a Music Cozy, and as you can see, here's the power button and the play and pause button, volume up, volume down, and then there's a couple of little pockets, one on either side, where the speakers are. There's a speaker here, and then there's a speaker here, and then there's a little opening in the back, and where did it go? You can feel the wires all around inside here, but it plugs in, and it uses this. It's got the same port as the cell phone, and you can actually remove all of this, I do believe, so that you can wash. You should be able to remove all of it to be able to wash this. But this, it's a cool skull. You can actually sleep with this on, and you can sleep with music playing, which is really cool. I'm hoping that it'll last through her whole live stream, because what I have been using is this, which is just earbuds, and then you got your power, your volume down, your volume up, plus this is also like to skip to the next video, skip to the previous video, and this button is also for answering phone calls, because this has a built-in microphone right here as well. But it doesn't seem to last long enough for me to be able to watch an entire live stream of hers, which sucks. Yeah. But yeah, it was really cool. We talked for about an hour on Facebook Messenger video yesterday, and she gave me a tour of her place, which took a while because she's got a much bigger place than me, that's for darn sure. And then I showed her my place, which basically I just sat in my seat and just panned around because, well, I'm in a fifth wheel. It's one big room aside from the bathroom and bedroom. And nobody needs to see those two rooms. But I also showed her where I store my completed diamond paintings until I figure out what I'm figuring out what I'm gonna do with them. I've got a bunch that are packed away to ship to my friend in Colorado, and I've got some. The majority of my completed canvases go to her to do with as she likes, because she ships diamond paintings to me to do, and that gives me content to share with you guys, and it also gets her diamond paintings completed because she struggles. She has health problems, and so she struggles with doing her diamond paintings, and she's able to do smaller ones, but the larger ones, they're very difficult for her to do because she has limited mobility, limited space, and lots of little dogs. She's always sharing pictures of her little dogs. She's got one that lays behind her head on her bed. And yeah, they're all the biggest one she's got is a I think it's a pit bull or a pit bull cross. But yeah, the majority of them are like really little puppy dogs. And when I say puppy dogs, I could also be talking about like a 10-year-old dog. To me, they're all just puppy dogs because they're all young at heart. And they can be young at heart and playful and happy, and so I just refer to them all as puppy dogs because that's just how I am. That's how I roll. Okay, letter U. So yeah, I stopped with the experimenting of the angled light board and the big ginormous tray, because this just is more comfortable for me in the end. Oh, sorry about the yawning. And I've already had my coffee for the morning. And the reason I'm filming so early and not watching my news is because the guy that normally I watch in the mornings for news, he has an appointment at 7 a.m. his time, which was 4 a.m. my time. So yeah, or he had to take off at 7 a.m. to go to an appointment or something like that. I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't been watching his he did a live stream last night, so I was watching it. Yeah, I watched it. He mentioned right at the end of the video, that the end of the live stream, that no news this morning. So yeah, I do like watching his channel. He's funny. He's lots of fun. He refers to himself as an artard, but he's pretty darn smart. And he's got quite the sense of humor. Yeah, he's been he talks about these legal issues that are going on with certain YouTubers, and he's not involved in any of it. He just it involves some certain YouTubers that he knows, that he's friends with, and that I follow as well. And so he basically, like, he reads the court transcripts, the depositions, all the evidence and whatever comes to light. And he's also covered the Sarah Boone. For some reason I was gonna say Sarah Boone Chronicles. But Sarah Boone is a woman who, oh my goodness, 4 or 5 years ago now? I really can't remember. But she still claims it was an accident, but she zipped up her boyfriend in a suitcase and proceeded to sleep for like 11 hours, and during which time he passed away. She did a few things while he was in the suitcase as well, like beat on him with a baseball bat and record him in the suitcase, And I've seen the video footage. It's not pleasant, because you can hear him calling out to her and telling her that it was hard for him to breathe. Yeah. Apparently it was one of those love-hate relationships where they're both very abusive to each other. And due to drinking a lot, I can't remember if drugs were involved, but I think it might have just been alcohol. And yeah, they were both very physically abusive to each other. They according to her, they were having a good day. They decided to play a game of hide and seek, and for some reason he went and he hid inside of a suitcase that they were planning on getting rid of to Goodwill. And he was hiding inside of it. He had it zipped up just a tiny bit. And she went and she zipped it the rest of the way up. She claims there was enough room so that you could actually get like 2 fingers out to be able to unzip it. But yeah. And then she took a baseball bat to it. Yeah, hit him a few times with the baseball bat and told him he deserved it. And yeah, it was pretty bad. But after being in jail for like 4 or 5 years, waiting for it to go to trial and just wasting taxpayers' dollars, basically, because she just kept having issues with lawyers. Either she'd fire them, or they'd drop out, they'd leave, they'd quit. Conflicting interests or whatever. Yeah, she went through like 8 lawyers, I believe, and then she was looking at being pro se, even though she didn't want to be pro se. The judge was like, well, you've been through all of these lawyers, and so you're gonna have to be pro se because can't seem to find a lawyer to represent you. And then this one lawyer finally piped up and said, yeah, okay, fine, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do what I can. So it went to trial, and I saw little bits and pieces of the trial, and she was trying to use the battered wife syndrome excuse. And the judge was also trying to the judge was actually trying to help her out. Did not want to have to sentence her to life in prison. Was strongly encouraging her to take a plea deal. And if she had accepted this one plea deal, she'd only be in prison for another 6 years. Basically, is what it came down to. But she kept refusing the plea deals, and so it went to trial. And after everything was said and done, she was found guilty and sentenced to life. Yeah. And when before the sentencing, members of his family got to get up and speak. They read their victim impact statements, and then Sarah Boone read out her so-called apology, which was basically like a long-winded slap in the face to everybody involved. Yeah. Still claiming that she was innocent and that he was abusive, and like, yeah, yeah, it was very rude. Her so-called apology, saying that she forgives, like, it's like in one breath she's saying she forgives the judge for his judgment, but then in the next breath accusing him of wanting to sentence her to life. And like, seriously? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this guy that I watch that does the news weekday mornings, he in the evenings he does another live stream, and it's like basically whatever piques his interest at the time. And yeah, for a while it was Sarah Boone, and he also does music. He creates music, songs, and music videos, either by doing like cut and paste or whatever. Takes little clips from other videos, or he creates using AI, creates the videos using AI. And yeah, he's got songs dedicated to subscribers, and longtime subscribers, and he's got some songs dedicated to certain lawyers. If you follow his channel and some of the stories of people that like in these legal cases, some of these legal cases, it's just, oh yeah, it would take me a long time to explain it all, but basically it's it's a shit show. Yeah. I can't remember if he showed anything to do with the Laura Owens and Clayton Echard case. That's an interesting legal case too. This woman named Laura Owens, she basically tracked down, she was, I guess, it sounds like she was kind of stalking this guy Clayton Echard. Anybody who watches the show The Bachelor would know him from, I believe he was from season 21. But yeah, he was the Bachelor on the show for a season. And apparently they're saying he was like the least liked Bachelor on the show. But he became a real estate agent. I think he's got either a TikTok channel. Yeah, I think it's a TikTok channel as well. But yeah, he became a real estate agent. And this woman, Laura Owens, she comes from a fairly well-off family. And she got in touch with him. I think he had only been a real estate agent for a couple of weeks when she reached out to him and said she was interested in working with him to look at buying some property. Because she owns horses, and I think that's the type of property she was looking for. She does horse jumping. Yeah. So she's somewhat known for that. She's also somewhat known for her father, who's he was a radio host. I think that's what he was in his younger years. But yeah, so She started working with him, and they started flirting with each other, and one thing led to another, and she ended up going to his place one evening, and they had some CBD gummies, and she basically she gave him a happy ending. She gave him a really nice night with just with using her mouth to try and keep it polite, a polite way of saying. Yeah, my videos are definitely not for kids, because you never know what kind of stuff I might suddenly start talking about. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, so basically she gave him a happy night using her mouth twice. And the next day he regretted it. Because, like, he should have been keeping things professional with her, but it's definitely not what she wanted. She definitely wanted a relationship with the guy. And but the next day he contacted her and said, yeah, what happened shouldn't have happened, it'll never happen again, type stuff. And then 10 days to 2 weeks later, she contacts him and says, oh, by the way, I'm pregnant, and it's yours. And then as time progressed, she's like, oh yeah, by the way, not only am I pregnant, it's with twins, and one's a boy, one's a girl, they're both yours. What are we gonna do? Yeah, she created this I guess like it's a relationship contract that basically said, date me for 2 weeks and I'll get rid of the babies. If you refuse, I'm gonna have the babies, and then you're gonna basically be responsible for child support. And then he's like, wait, what? Yeah, so then she took him to court. Not for child support, but to try and set up some legal contract to get him to provide support, basically. Or I really can't remember the exact details as to why. And then after a few months of going to court, he kept denying that she was pregnant with his kid, because there is absolutely no possible way to get a woman pregnant with what they did. So, and then all the evidence that she provided him with was not proof. It was not actual incontrovertible proof. And it turned out that some of it was doctored, faked. There was an ultrasound recording, or an ultrasound video that turned out to belong to her sister, because her sister was pregnant. There was an ultrasound picture that was later discovered by 2 other YouTubers, that it had a Fiverr logo embedded in it. Yeah. So it was definitely not hers. So then it came to light that this wasn't the first time she had done this to a guy. It was also not the second time she had done this to a guy. Apparently this was the 4th man that she had done this to. Her very first victim was never revealed. His name and identity was never revealed. So, and apparently, he was discovered. He was tracked down, and basically his lawyer said, yeah, you mentioned his name and we're going to slap you with a lawsuit. So his name, victim number 1, was never brought up in court or anything. But victims number 2 and 3 were brought up in court. And so these guys were actually, basically the three victims have since then become good friends. And they've kind of become friends with certain YouTubers that were following the case. Yeah, because she's placed a restraining order on all 3 of these guys, and pretty much accused them all of the same thing. She also claimed to be pregnant by all 3 of these guys, and with twins, and but definitely pregnant, and had a miscarriage. With one of the men, she claimed that she took an abortion pill, and one of the babies, it took care of one of the babies, but the other one was still there, so she was still pregnant. Yeah, it was just, she pretty much did terrible things to these men, accused them of terrible things, and apparently she was found guilty of perjury, I think. But anyways, Clayton Echard got off. So she was found guilty, had to pay sanctions, and had to pay court costs and lawyers' fees to Clayton. Her and her lawyer are now doing, her lawyer has created his own YouTube channel, and the 2 of them have been doing videos together on there, and they apparently went to a studio and did some stuff at this studio, and now they're charging the studio for stuff. I don't really remember exactly what, but the studio is fighting back. It's just one thing after another with that woman. She's actually under investigation by for perjury. Yeah. And I think a few other charges as well. But yeah, she's under investigation. And I know in a previous video I was talking about all the legal stuff that my number 1 favorite YouTube channel, What the Hales, is going through. These YouTubers that I learned about, like Sarah Boone and Laura Owens and Clayton Echard, they're also covering the What the Hales. And it's really cool. All the stuff that I've been learning from watching them. Not that I remember very much of it, as you can tell. I do remember certain bits and pieces because my memory sucks. There's two other YouTube channels that I really like to watch. They're both paranormal investigation type channels. They've kind of veered away a little bit from paranormal stuff for different reasons. One is Mind Seed TV. He is mostly paranormal stuff. And the other one is Omar Gosh TV. He has started doing some casino stuff. I don't watch the casino stuff. But all these drones that are in the news, they're both investigating. Omar Gosh actually drove from his place in Florida up to New Jersey, where the majority of the drone activity is, and he's investigating it on the ground right there. And Mindseed TV, he's just investigating it from home through the news and videos on YouTube. And yeah, the two of them I actually started watching Omar Gosh through Mindseed TV because he was on their channel for paranormal investigation. And I thought it was really cool because Omar Gosh is also friends with What the Hales. And they actually did a video. They did a paranormal investigation at the Hales, the schoolhouse. Because apparently it's a haunted schoolhouse. I didn't know this until I saw it on the Omar Gosh channel, because Jeremy doesn't believe in paranormal activity. He doesn't really believe in the paranormal because he is a Christian, very, very strong, devout Christian, so he doesn't really, not really believe in it, but there has been activity in the schoolhouse. And so, yeah, he let Omar and his wife Tiffany, they're now separated, they got to stay there and overnight and do a bunch of recording and investigating, and it was really cool because it's like, I know that place. And the building, there's a building that was like an office building that's like on the property there as well, and that's where Deanna lives. She's like an employee, but she's all of their employees, the people that get paid to work there for What the Hales, are actually independent contractors. So they work when it's convenient for them, basically. But they love working for him so much that he tends to tell them, you can take a break anytime. He spoils his employees because they live rent-free. And he's always like giving them a bonus. He goes above and beyond to help them out. When what was it, last month or the month before, there was the 2 hurricanes in Florida that were passing through Florida. During one of the hurricanes, Jeremy paid for a plane ticket for Deanna to fly up to Ohio, and she stayed with Jeremy and George at Hale's headquarters, which is what they call their house in Ohio. It's Hale's headquarters, and that place is very secure and very, very private. They've got top of the line security. They're good friends with law enforcement. All the cops there. Yeah. They're good friends with the mayor. Actually, yeah, the mayor of his hometown of, well, not the town that the village that Hale's headquarters resides. He actually pops in to some of these YouTube channels and and chats with them. Sometimes even goes joins them on video too, which is really cool. Especially with the expert. Yeah. He'll pop in on the expert's channel, and yeah, it's a YouTube community. It's a beautiful little it's a beautiful YouTube community, and it's not really it sometimes it seems like it's little, but with all of the fans, it's huge. It is massive. But still nowhere near as big as the What the Hales channel. Because What the Hales, they have over 700,000 subscribers. Yeah. And recently, a member of this community of YouTubers passed away of a heart attack. This guy Jeff, his channel is called The Legal Vices. Actually, I don't know if it's The Legal Vices or it's just Legal Vices, but a bunch of some of the YouTubers got together, and yesterday or the day before, I think it was the day before, they had an event, live stream event, of course, because that's what they prefer doing, is live stream. And they encouraged people to subscribe to Legal Vice's channel, and they got his channel to 100,000 subscribers. Yeah. And they're also encouraging people to go onto his shop and buying his merchandise, because he basically, like, so when you end up with 100,000 subscribers, you get a silver play button from YouTube. And so they were wanting to get the silver play button for his channel for his family members, because his family didn't know that he had a YouTube channel. They didn't realize, like, they didn't know that how big of an impact that man had on people around the world. They're just now learning about it. And he's apparently lived in Seoul, South Korea, for 36 years. And he's been a practicing attorney there for all those years. Yeah, he had quite the potty mouth. Yeah, he had quite the potty mouth. But always ready for a laugh, and yeah, he was a funny guy, really funny guy. But yeah, I had only seen him a little bit here and there. Never really got into his videos because I was just so busy with other YouTubers' videos. And so basically, like, I would see some of his shorts would come up in my feed, and excuse me, and he'd be a guest on some YouTube channels, and so I'd get to see him on those. And like, I kept meaning to watch his videos and just never got around to it. And well, now he's not going to be coming out with any new ones. So I might hopefully get around to watching some of his videos. Because as long as they're monetized and people keep watching them, then they're just going to continue making money, and that money will hopefully be going towards his family. That's something else the YouTubers are working on doing, is getting that set up so that his family members can keep his channel up and running and receiving, even like, it's not very much money, but like, yeah, a lot of people think that, oh yeah, you get a certain amount of YouTube followers and you'll just make big bucks. No, it doesn't work that way. It takes a long time, because first you have to have a minimum of a certain amount of subscribers. I believe for me it's 500. It depends on the country that you're in. So I believe in the UK it's 1,000, because that's what Katya said on her video this morning. That she needs 1,000 before she can become monetized. But yeah, I need 500 subscribers, and I think it's 1,000 or 3,000 hours, watch hours. Let me see here. Now that I've got YouTube Studio on this phone. Yeah, 500 subscribers and 3,000 public watch hours. I am currently only at 795 public watch hours. And those watch hours have to be within 365 days. Or 3 million public shorts views within 90 days. I've only got 353. So I'm nowhere near that. Yeah, so that's like for the first milestone. And then the next milestone after that, I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours, or 10 million public shorts views. So yeah, it's crazy, 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 hey? Yeah, so sorry, I'm just responding to comments on my videos. Welcome aboard. Yeah. Anywho, I'll respond to that one later. Retro Trial Killer Nanny. Ooh. I'm gonna have to watch that later. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. I think she's actually talking to myself for a moment there. Yeah. So I'm almost done this section, and then I'm gonna get off here because there's going to be a live stream starting in a few minutes that I am going to want to watch. And while I'm watching it, I'm going to upload this video to share with you guys. Yes, and I know All YouTubers say the same thing. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to be to be alerted as to when my next video is released. I very, very rarely say it because, well, I don't know, I guess it's just a given. It's mainly because I forget. Yeah. Because my memory sucks. It sucks. For certain things. For other things, it's not too bad. If I don't think about certain things for a long period of time, then yeah, it's hard for me to remember it. Case in point, my children's birthdays. That does not mean I don't love my kids. I love them so very much. I miss them so very much. But if I think about them, if I think about them too much, it'll start to overwhelm me emotionally and psychologically, and my depression just escalates. Apparently 3 of the previous color decided to stay in the tray, and I didn't spot them until after I poured these ones into the tray. So, oh, lovely. Okay, so holding on to those 3, put them back into the tray, and that was, I do believe, J. Yes, J. Oh, oh, great. My cat is in the litter box, and I missed an O. But that's okay. The world is not going to end just because I missed an O. Alrighty. O. And then 1 T. And 2 L's. One, 2. There. All right, set that over there. Set that there. Grab my roller. Lightly, lightly. I gotta pull out my other roller. I bought a I got a roller, but it's a rubber roller. It's more like a brayer for scrapbooking. What you would do with it with scrapbooking is it's this part is rubber, and what you do is you roll it in the ink. You get ink all over the wheel, right? And then you have the stencil down on the paper, and then you roll over it, roll over the stencil with the brayer, right? I think you can figure out where that's going. Yeah. So, but I bought it specifically for my diamond paintings, but I don't like that it's like, I don't like how it's designed, because it's like this, right? But I would rather have something that I can go like this, so I can press down. I'm a hard presser with a roller. It's a little bit with the pen, but that's only depending on the stick. If there's very little stick, then I press harder. If there's lots of stick, I barely even touch the drill with the pen, because there's no need to. It just sticks automatically. All right, so next row. I'm going to quickly do this right now, and then I'll get off of here. Just because. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so they just barely. I don't like having them like this. I prefer having my release papers overlap, so that I don't end up getting like dust and crap. But yeah. Oh, I do not like this at all. Yeah, because there's just a tiny bit of gap. No, nope. I do not feel comfortable with it like this. Not at all. So, I'm gonna go like this. The last row. Is going to be like this. And oh goodness. I don't care how many times it takes. I want to make sure that I've got it covered good. There. 4. Yeah, 5. And 6. Here we go. Last row is covered. Okay. Now I'm going to take a little bit of a break from this. And that live stream is going to start in 5 minutes. That gives me plenty of time to start uploading this video and clean the litter box. All right, until next one, see you. Bye.